That's when I use my voice when it's some money involved.
So we met, I feel like the first time we met was at a party at Jimmy Kimmel's house. And he had assembled a bunch of people, and I sat with you and your lovely wife, and I had a really nice conversation.
Yeah.
And it seems like I made a real impression on you.
How are you?
Oh, good.
There she is.
Then I got the privilege of getting to go to the Apollo that night. Don is the real deal. He had his own variety show and his own sitcom. He called both of them the Don Rickles Show. That's the kind of creative genius we're dealing with here.
I just showed up and, gave it a wave and made Robert De Niro feel important.
What was the first time you met Robert De Niro?
At a whispering contest.
I gotta tell this waiter to shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay, guys, just keep it down. Sorry, the pepper's important for the background. Okay, so I started at a place called Second City in Chicago, and there was a lot of improv there. Getting to know you and research you a little bit, I know that you never wrote down your act, right?
A lot of people can't believe that. But
Yeah,
it's
I can't
true.
believe it.
Everything I've done on the stage has never been written, but it worked for me.
Many years ago, he gave me a break on a television show with him, with this, not you. I'll let you know when. But it's good that you practice standing. Later on, we're going to have you walking and talking and mixing with people. You're going to have such a good time.
Nowadays, stand-ups, they put on headphones, they listen to their act, they walk around and say their act out loud. When you were getting ready to do your act, what was your pre-fight warm-up?
I always built a couple of vodkas in those days. And then I met my wife and realized that we were going no place together.
How long have you guys been married? 60 years?
51.
Not 60, huh? Well, call me when it's 60.
60.
I have 2 boys, 6 and 8. They're fun, they're wilds right now.
That's great.
Yeah, it's funny to watch them form jokes, like to start to figure out what they think is funny. And you have grandsons, right?
The oldest is 17. He's very creative, and his brother is a wonderful boy, but he does a lot of, takes quick naps.
Just throw this in the garbage, please. I'm on a diet. Okay. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
If you do one more funny remark, I'm leaving.
Was your mom a good cook?
She was never known for the kitchen.
Do you know where your kitchen is in your house?
I don't have to. I tip somebody and they find it.
You probably traveled all over the world, right? Did you ever go to Italy or someplace and find a tiny restaurant that Frank told you about or something?
Frank who? Didn't he die? The Little Yuma Frank.
My grandfather was in the service. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge. What prompted you to go into the service?
Failing in school.
Yeah. How old were you when you went in?
18.
Wow. Did you used to make people laugh in the Navy?
Oh, God, I was the class clown,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the Philippines for 2.5 years.
Did you ever hear the story, I'm sure you did, about, it just made me think of it when you were talking about being in the service. Betty White tells the story of how, hold on, let me get this right. There's a lot of old people in this story, so I think you'll be interested. Carl Reiner saved the life of Betty White's husband, or Betty White's husband, Alan, saved the life of Carl. One of them, Carl Reiner was funny in the military, and they kind of put him in another squad, and then the squad he was in went on to all die soon after, but he was, it's a funny, uplifting story.
Yeah.
A bunch of people die, but either Carl Reiner or Betty White's husband doesn't.
Why don't we just talk about burials?
Yeah. Do you get tired of saying God rest his soul? Because, no, okay.
I guess you don't say that. You just say, dig deeper.
What's all this busy work?
We're just giving you some new straws.
New straws? Why?
They want to act like the place is doing good.
They charge you per straw. The early part of your career was working at, small
Joints.
clubs. Yeah, joints. What was that early part of your career like?
It was tough because in those days, they didn't know me from diddly squat. I came on with something entirely different, you know.
Yeah.
I did once something that nobody's ever done before. And I went out to the casino and I said, okay, I've had it. I want this stopped. I want it stopped now. It's too damn noisy. I'm trying to do some humor and you people are ruining it. And I'm not gonna tolerate it. All the gamblers were like this.
And they probably all went into your show the next night,
You don't
right?
understand. You try to do a good job, you can't. I'm a friend. You're fat. Now, I'll tell you this. What's your name? Get up, James. Get up. Now, get your ass out of here. I don't want you in here. I didn't want you in here. I wanted to be with you so bad, lady. I swear to God. Is this the wife? Jesus Christ.
Well, it feels like you kept your shows alive,
Yeah.
like they were organic. The audience can feel that too. They don't like it if they feel like you're just phoning it in. They want to feel like it's their special night. You know?
When I started out, I did impressions. Like,
Can you still do any of those impressions?
is there some extra money involved? Run silent, run deep. Burt Lancaster, he was like, Don, you gotta know about the submarine. Gotta understand it. And Gable was like, what is he coming up with that crap again? Let's have lunch and forget about it.
My kind of actor.
I did Gable all the time. Clark is good guy, Clark.
Do people take themselves less seriously in the 50s, 60s than they do now?
It's so changed, you know. The kids come on with, you know, Up Your Kazoo and
I gotta say, I'm a producer of Up Your Kazoo, and it's a big hit. So please, before you go any further, do you care about young comedians right now? Do you watch anybody? Do you ever go and...
no, I watch myself because you can't top greatness.
I'll tell you this. Is this too fast, Ronnie? Anyway, he's sitting there looking at the program going, where does he say he makes fun of me? Where does it say that?
It's fascinating to watch your work because you know how to tease, and it feels like a loving tease, even though it's very hard to do.
I never walked off the stage feeling I offended anybody, you know.
Yeah.
How long you married? You're a good-looking guy. How long you married? 12 years. To this woman? Why? I'll tell you this. No, she's third marriage?
It's just a tone thing. You either know how to do it or you don't.
That's right.
And you did it so wonderfully.
Well, thank you.
The closest version of that I've ever had is when we hosted the Golden Globes.
Good evening, I'm Tina Fey. And I'm Amy Poehler. Those of you at home, I wish you could feel the excitement in this room. You can smell the pills from here.
In today's society, teasing is very difficult to get away with or do because people are very sensitive about it.
Oh, yeah.
Don, Amy, I just wanted to say hello.
Are you Craig?
I am.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why did you butt in like that?
You know, enjoy yourself.
Good to see you.
Thank
Good
you
to see
so much. I need another straw, please, when you get a chance. I'm gonna be sincere here for a second. I remember very vividly when I first met you, and you and your wife were so lovely to me, and I'm really honored to get to talk to you, Don.
Well, that's very sweet. When your name came up, I said, I don't want her. And then they said, be nice. She needs it. She needs it. Yeah.
Thanks for having me to your beautiful home.
Yeah. It's not bad. The ceiling needs some work.
I don't really remember a time when I didn't know who Don Rickles was. You know, my parents and my grandparents loved him, and for me, it's just associated with a lot of laughter in my house. Tuxedo, drink in hand, everybody laughing so hard at themselves and loving his hard teasing made me realize that there was something about him as a person that everybody really loved.